The 1980s. The Cold War was continuing. The stock market crashed in 1986. The savings and loan industry collapsed. And things were not so good in the oil and energy producing states. The rapid decline of the energy sector had a profound impact on Tyler and East Texas.
Tyler began to have some problems in the economy.
We had tremendous overbuilding in Texas of commercial properties. Oil went below $10 a barrel, if you can believe that. We had a number of major and national and regional oil and gas companies move out of Tyler. We had all these empty buildings that had been built and very little demand. Home prices dropped about 30% in just about a 2-year period. Then banks started failing.
So many banks closed. Every Thursday, there'd be a new banner go up.
By the time it was all over, every bank in Tyler except one failed. The savings and loans all failed except one in Tyler. So it was a very bad situation.
The community was looking for solutions.
So we began to think, what can we do to make a difference in Tyler and Smith County?
Dub Ryder, Isidore Roost, Henry Bell Jr., Bill Hartley, some folks like that, about what could be done. Tyler did, back in those days, have the Tyler Industrial Foundation, and they had, their primary purpose was to acquire land which they then could market to new businesses coming in, and they were instrumental in getting companies here like Train and Kelly Springfield and others. And they had the land over on the West Loop, which is now the industrial park.
A committee was formed, chaired by Dr. Raymond Hawkins, and they hired Dr. Ray Perryman to assess the strengths and weaknesses of the area's economy. The Fanta study was commissioned to provide a proposed organizational structure and a 5-year budget and action plan. In 1988, the Tyler Economic Development Council was formed to aggressively pursue diversifying the economic base of Tyler and all of Smith County in order to create new job opportunities. In 1989, after a national search, the TEDC hired Tom Mullins from Rochester, Minnesota, to lead what would become a driving force in attracting business to East Texas using a 4-point strategy that focuses on primary employers, retention and expansion of existing businesses, new and small business development, targeted marketing and attraction of new business, incentives, and infrastructure. Mullins hired staff, opened their office in Plaza Tower, met with 40 local employers, and created and implemented incentives such as tax abatement, Freeport, lender commitment program, small business incubator, revolving loan fund, enterprise zones, and overall economic development plan. In the first year, TEDC began to aggressively market Tyler on a national scale.
I've had the privilege of living in Tyler for over 40 years. As a banker, it's been gratifying to see the way this community has grown, the way that we've attracted quality industry to help build this community. There's a quality of life here that's rarely found in other communities, and I think you'll find that when you look at Tyler.
But more and more across the country, you're seeing companies moving away from the crowded, polluted urban centers to communities that are between 50 and 100,000 that offer a variety of services and maybe same-day travel to a large urban area, but an escape to the smaller community with the lower crime rate, the quality schools, and the general quality of life that more and more families are seeking.
Within 2 years, TEDC had 23 projects, which created 763 direct jobs. In 1992, the TEDC and the Chamber of Commerce formed a partnership, and Tom Mullins became CEO of both groups. That year, TEDC supported the expansion of UT Tyler to become a 4-year institution.
I think TEDC and the Chamber certainly made the right decision in supporting having a full-fledged 4-year university here in Tyler. We were able to grow a great deal as a result of that decision. Limitations were lifted and could add freshman and sophomore students and additional programs, additional colleges, research programs, everything blossomed. The university has more than doubled in size in terms of the number of students there, and we've been able to invest more than $200 million in new buildings, and that's still happening. We are adding a College of Pharmacy that will admit students in the fall of 2015.
Also in 1992, Trane consolidated 2 brands in Tyler, added the Spinnaker line here, and in 2007 constructed their new research and development lab. Brookshire Grocery Company, a founding member of TEDC, made important commitments to Tyler. Construction of a cold storage distribution center in 1993, and the 1994 acquisition of the former Southland Distribution Center for use as the bakery and ice cream plant. Then construction of a perishable foods warehouse in 1999.
Brookshire's has invested in the last 20 years considerably in Tyler, Texas, because it's a great place. We built a new perishable warehouse. At the time of building the warehouse, we had an option on where we should build it. And there was a lot of discussions about should it be in Tyler or somewhere else. At that point, the Tyler Economic Development Council came to us and offered us a tax abatement. It made our choice easy. We were very pleased with the abatement, and the $27 million project got off the ground in Tyler, and it still is a good investment for Brookshire's and for Tyler.
In 1994, an important decision was made to transfer the World War II-era Industrial Foundation assets to TEDC, which involved cash and property.
We actually merged the Industrial Foundation into the TEDC, and good things have happened out there ever since that took place.
Since then, TEDC has developed the Industrial Park, 100 acres, master planned the Bioscience Park adjacent to UT Health Northeast, 120 acres, and opened the new Business Technology Park, 140 acres on Earl Campbell Parkway. 15 companies have constructed facilities in the Industrial Park, and the growth continues with several new projects underway. Also in 1994, TEDC began working with John Souls Foods, a homegrown company which started with 2 family members. It has grown to be the largest pre-cooked fajita processor in the U.S.
The Tyler Economic Development Council, the City of Tyler, and Smith County have collectively been very supportive of John Souls Foods' growth during the past 15 years in numerous infrastructure ways. Those infrastructure improvements include sewer service to the plant, expansion of natural gas and electricity delivery, fire protection, water, and road improvements into the plant. In addition, tax abatement assisted the company in its $30 million plant expansion in 2006, which led to the addition of 200 new jobs.
In 1995, a joint project of TEDC and the City of Lindale helped to bring Target's distribution center to our area. The company's $85 million, 1.7 million square foot facility created 1,000 new jobs after a fierce competition to locate either in Waco or East Texas. Several factors contributed to Target choosing its location on I-20.
One being just the strategic location from a transportation viewpoint. When you look at the I-20 corridor, it really affords us a lot of efficient transportation options when we look to serve our major markets in Arkansas, Louisiana, and in Texas. I think a second factor was definitely the close proximity to an outstanding workforce here in East Texas. And we see that manifested year after year through the strong performance of our building. Our operation tends to be one of the top performing buildings in our network. Then I think lastly, the third factor, and probably the most important, was just that strategic and long-standing partnership with the Tyler Economic Development Council. I know you and your team were diligent and dedicated to bringing this project to East Texas, so I think it was a combination of those factors.
In 1998, the Blackstone building was renovated and became home to the Tyler Area Chamber of Commerce, the Convention and Visitors Bureau, Leadership Tyler, Heart of Tyler, Sport Tyler, the Hispanic Business Services Office, along with the Tyler Economic Development Council. The business community provided $1 million to renovate this 1930s Art Deco facility. As the 1990s came to a close, Tyler was chosen as Suddenlink's 5-state regional headquarters and customer support center for cable, internet, and telephonic operations, employing more than 1,000. In 2002, the Tyler Junior College Skills Training Center opened in a new 70,000 square foot facility. TEDC assisted with a tax increment financing structure that made the project possible in the industrial park on the West Loop, and tax increment financing is being used to help expand the facility to add a new high-tech energy training center.
The new addition that TEDC, the city, and the county have all partnered with us to build allows us to attract new businesses in a beautiful facility, especially in the energy clusters. We'll be able to do expansion of our heating, ventilation, careers, ammonia certification. We're going to be able to do alternative energy, some of the process technology for the refineries, and then room for Luminant Academy. So what we have established we can build on, and it's going to be an amazing new facility. A lot of work where all by ourselves we couldn't do it, we wouldn't be successful, but coming together we were able to do some great things.
With TEDC's assistance, many important projects have evolved during the last 10 years, including Distant Lands constructed a 68,000 square foot production facility on Highway 64 West. This is another homegrown company that has become the largest vertically integrated coffee company in the United States. TEDC assisted with a grant application for sewer connection and revolving loan financing. Distant Lands is currently adding 200 new jobs with the acquisition of Taza Pronto in addition to the 100 at Distant Lands. Another homegrown company, Seal Tight Building Fasteners, expanded in 2008 and has become the second largest manufacturer of steel building fasteners in the U.S. In 2012, Centene chose Tyler for a new core claims processing facility, creating 327 jobs. The company purchased 25 acres of land in the new technology park after a national search. Other companies located or expanded in Tyler, including Hood Packaging, Vesuvius, Reef Services, Scott's Miracle Grow, and locally owned companies such as Motortrike, Mentoring Minds, Faulkner, Heb Industries, VME Process. Throughout its 25-year history, TEDC has partnered with the City of Tyler, Smith County, and others, which has led to recognition by state, regional, and national organizations.
It's all about technology, about the innovation and changes in the economy. It's about bringing the jobs of the future to Tyler, and it will only work if we're working together.
During the last 25 years, TEDC has worked on 157 projects that have created close to 8,700 primary jobs, retained more than 11,550 jobs, and invested over $747 million in Tyler, Smith County. This success in bringing new jobs and investment to our area is due to the support received from investors, board of directors, and public and private sector partners.
Our dreams have come true. I think the organization is one of the best organizations in Tyler, in Smith County, and the good that has been done is literally on every street corner.
When you look at the history for the last 25 years, that vision, that dream of what Tyler Economic Development Council was to mean to our community and what we expected to happen has happened.
A quarter century ago, Tyler faced a challenge many communities must face, namely, how to effectively diversify their economy. A major turning point toward that goal was the 1989 creation of the Tyler Economic Development Council. Thanks to the ingenuity and dedication of TEDC, led by Tom Mullins and Phyllis Schneider, people from Tyler's business community, local government agencies, and institutions of higher education all came together to build a better Tyler. Today, the people of your community have a wide array of jobs to choose from energy to manufacturing to high tech. Now, along the way, Tyler has firmly established itself as a regional center for medical care, higher education, and telecommunications. Through it all, Tom and Phyllis have been the anchors of the TEDC. But now it's time for another transition, as Phyllis will step down next month in favor of a well-earned retirement. Anita joins me in thanking Phyllis and Tom and everyone involved in the TEDC for their hard work over the past 25 years. Each of you has left Tyler well positioned for continued success over the next 25 years and beyond. God bless you. And through you, may He continue to bless the great state of Texas.